Guys, this video is going to be about the rule books, video number 1. In the post that I made yesterday, I covered sections 20.1, and pretty much all the rule books go like that. Sections 1 through 19 cover the rules and race procedure and all that stuff. Section 20 covers the cars, the construction guidelines and all that stuff, how to make a car and what it requires to be able to be accepted into NASCAR competition. Now, section 20.1 talks about the approved cars. 1.2 for this rule book says that it's not there. Basically, they're not going to approve any other car rather than the 4 cars already approved for the top Winston Cup series, and it is what it is. Basically, they're not approving or accepting any other cars than those 4. However, in 1991 rule book, we got way more cars, way more divisions as well. There's about 5 different racing divisions in this rule book. So when you go through that one, it has section 1.2, and in that section, let me show it to you guys. It says approved competition models. Means the following selected cars are eligible models for competition, and then it gives you the list of the ones that you already have, and says any other model must be submitted for approval. Basically, 2003 guys not gonna approve anything but the 4 cars that are already in the championship. These modified divisions have a whole little section considering the cars that are approved. I made a post with the pictures of all of these, but mostly I want to mention that these cars gotta have a wheelbase of less than 105 inches and maintain a minimum wheelbase of 107. So right before we even got to the cars, we're talking about the length of our chassis. And the wheelbase is the distance between front axles and the rear axles. Basically this guy right here and right here, they're talking about this distance. Pretty much overall length of your frame. Now this is pretty much it. Now we're gonna go to section 20-2. And that's a big one. That's a really big section, very big useful section. That's for the next video, but I'll show you a little preview. And that section talks about general car body requirements, talks about car bodies and blah blah blah. It takes half the page on one side and half the page on the other side, basically the whole page on what they want the basic bodies to be like. So what they're talking about is the length of the frame, and then they're talking about the car bodies and how and what needs to be done to those. We'll talk about that in the next video. It's going to be really detailed and really useful one for those that actually look to edit the physics. That's section 20.2. We're going to go in details on both rule books. The 2003 rule book has a pretty big section 2 as well. It takes about almost the whole page. So those are the 2 that we covered so far. Wheelbase, wheelbase, wheelbase. One more time, guys. I'll make another post of how important it is. This will be your first major value, is the length of your frame. I'm gonna kill the video on that. Stay tuned for the detailed general body requirements section, which is 20.2. And that's a really useful one. I have a really cool video to show you, to make first and then show you on how it's all gonna be and what they want you to do with the car body and the frame in regard between these 2. They're gonna want you to mount the body onto the frame in a specific way, and I'll talk about that in my next video, and I'll make a drawing and explanation. For now, I'm gonna kill it right here. This is a short little sample cover-up of the post that I made about first sections of the rule books considering eligible car models. And I'll kill it at 420 right here, guys. Peace.